So I want to get that out the way first. But I wanted to get to a bigger point. Because the time comes, somewhat pun intended, for us to take the gloves off when it comes to Jake Paul. Now, unlike people who worked with me, unlike people who are friends and colleagues, what have you, I didn't find it funny.
It's kind of weird because Jake Paul is extremely bigger than Tank.
Tells me that even he recognizes that he's too big for him. Yes. He recognizes that he's too big for him.
Hold on to your gloves, because the boxing world just got shaken harder than a Kardashian family reunion on a roller coaster. Stephen A. Smith, the man who never holds back, just unleashed a verbal uppercut on Jake Paul. And trust me, this isn't your grandma's mild criticism. He went full throttle, no punches pulled, exposing every flaw, every misstep, and every questionable decision that led to Jake stepping into the ring with Gervonta Davis. The commentary? Brutal. The delivery? Savage. The drama? Absolutely unmissable. Imagine a man whose face is synonymous with hot takes delivering a verdict so fiery it could melt steel gloves. Social media immediately erupted. Clips of the rant spread faster than a wildfire in a drought-stricken forest, leaving fans, haters, and casual viewers scrambling to process the spectacle. Memes, reaction videos, and debates exploded everywhere. And one thing became crystal clear. Stephen A. wasn't just criticizing, he was reshaping the narrative of the fight before it even began. Every word hit like a knockout punch. Every gesture became a meme. And Jake Paul, well, let's just say the internet collectively gasped, laughed, and reevaluated everything they thought they knew about his fighting career. This is more dramatic than any reality TV reunion, and once you dive in, there's no coming back. The secrets, the drama, the controversy, it's all here, and it's hotter than ever. From the moment Stephen A. Smith opened his mouth, the boxing world braced itself for chaos, and boy, did he deliver. His critique of Jake Paul stepping into the ring with Gervonta Davis wasn't just commentary, it was a full-blown public exposure. Fans, haters, and casual sports viewers alike scrambled to decipher every syllable, every hand gesture, every eyebrow raise. Social media erupted instantly. Twitter threads became battlegrounds. TikTok reaction videos multiplied like gremlins in water. And memes? Oh, the memes hit faster than a Jake Paul right hook, transforming every Stephen A. glare and exclamation into viral gold. It started innocently enough, a simple segment on ESPN, or so people thought. But Stephen A., never one to mince words, launched into a scathing takedown that hit Jake Paul like a heavyweight uppercut. He criticized everything from Paul's decision-making to his overconfidence, comparing his fight strategy to a YouTube prank gone wrong. The words cut deeper than any jab or hook, leaving viewers both horrified and entertained. In the span of minutes, clips of his rant spread across social media, racking up millions of views, likes, and comments, as if the internet collectively needed to witness this verbal demolition in real time. The background of the controversy only fueled the fire. Jake Paul, infamous for his social media stunts and unexpected rise in boxing, had chosen to fight a bona fide champion in Gervonta Davis, a move critics described as bold, reckless, and possibly self-sabotaging. Stephen A. didn't hold back, painting a vivid picture of the risks, the hubris, and the potential humiliation waiting in the ring. He framed it as more than a fight. It was a spectacle of ego clashing with reality, and he delivered the narration with all the flair and exaggeration of a primetime drama. Fans reacted instantly. Social media exploded with hot takes, breakdowns, and heated debates. Some defended Jake Paul, praising his audacity and skill, while others sided with Stephen A., calling out Paul's overconfidence and inexperience. Memes began circulating immediately. One viral clip had Stephen A. pointing dramatically at the camera with captions like, "This man has no idea what he's doing." Another portrayed Jake Paul in a cartoon boxing ring, dodging Stephen A.'s words as if they were real punches. The humor was savage, the exaggeration relentless, and the engagement off the charts. Even celebrities couldn't resist weighing in. Fellow athletes, influencers, and commentators joined the fray, amplifying every word Stephen A. had said. Some echoed his critique with their own scathing takes. Others poked fun, using humor and absurd comparisons to heighten the drama. One influencer even compared the situation to a Marvel battle, suggesting Jake Paul was like Spider-Man swinging into a fight with Thanos, entertaining but perilously outmatched. Every post, every comment, every video fueled the growing storm, making it impossible for fans to look away. Meanwhile, Stephen A's delivery became a meme factory in itself. His facial expressions, hand gestures, and tone were dissected frame by frame. Social media users created compilations, reaction videos, and GIFs, all capturing the pure essence of his outrage. One clip went viral, showing him flailing dramatically while shouting, "This is madness!" Immediately compared to cinematic villains losing control, superheroes frustrated at their sidekick, and even reality TV stars mid-reunion meltdown. The exaggeration was relentless, and the audience couldn't get enough. The tension escalated as insiders leaked commentary and behind-the-scenes details. Sources claimed Jake Paul was aware of the backlash but remained confident, doubling down on his strategy and hyping his fan base. Stephen A, however, painted a picture of a fighter stepping into a lion's den without a survival plan, likening it to a social media influencer trying to parachute into a professional championship. Entertaining in theory, disastrous in execution, the narrative became a perfect storm of ego, bravado, and looming consequences. Fans dissected every possible outcome. Twitter polls asked who would survive the verbal and physical battle. TikTok creators recreated Stephen A's take in over-the-top reenactments, dramatizing each word as if it were a championship fight itself. Memes compared Jake Paul to various pop culture underdogs, from Rocky Balboa to Homer Simpson, each one exaggerating the potential disaster and humorously amplifying Stephen A's points. Every new reaction fueled the controversy, transforming what might have been a standard sports critique into a viral spectacle. Social media platforms were inundated. Every clip, every quote, every meme sparked fresh debate. Users argued over the severity of Stephen A's critique, whether Jake Paul was truly out of his depth, and how this fight might redefine both careers. Influencers jumped in, creating countdowns, analysis segments, and dramatic recreations, turning the commentary into multi-platform entertainment. The discussion had evolved from boxing to full-blown cultural obsession. And then came the unexpected twist. Some insiders suggested Stephen A's critique wasn't just about boxing. He was calling out a larger pattern: Jake Paul's relentless social media theatrics, his rise from influencer to fighter, and the spectacle-driven culture that allowed a YouTuber to headline a professional bout. Suddenly, this wasn't merely a fight. It was a cultural moment, a commentary on fame, ego, and the blurred lines between entertainment and sport. Stephen A's words were no longer just criticism. They were a masterclass in controversy, amplified for maximum engagement. Public outrage escalated. Fans debated fiercely, splitting into camps defending Jake Paul's courage or applauding Stephen A's unflinching honesty. Memes became increasingly absurd. One viral edit had Jake Paul shadowboxing Stephen A's words as if they were literal punches, while another depicted the commentator as a boxing coach in a referee outfit, delivering dramatic verdicts. The humor was sharp, the exaggeration relentless, and the spectacle addictive. By the time the first wave of reactions had peaked, the situation had evolved beyond a standard sports critique. Stephen A had not only delivered a devastating assessment, but he had ignited a cultural phenomenon. Memes, viral clips, celebrity commentary, and fan debates all converged into a perfect storm of engagement. Jake Paul had inadvertently become the center of a multi-platform controversy. His fight with Gervonta Davis now framed as a narrative of ego, risk, and viral spectacle. The drama was far from over. Every clip of Stephen A was dissected, every quote analyzed, and every meme shared amplified the tension. Fans predicted outcomes, debated strategies, and speculated about the fight's broader cultural impact. Social media users created timelines, montages, and reaction compilations, each one contributing to the viral firestorm. And through it all, Stephen A's words echoed, a relentless verbal onslaught that left no room for neutrality. The first chapter concluded with one undeniable truth. Stephen A had exposed a controversy bigger than any meme, bigger than any prediction, and far more dramatic than anything boxing fans could have anticipated. His critique wasn't just commentary, it was spectacle, entertainment, and viral drama rolled into one, leaving fans hooked, intrigued, and scrambling to follow every new development. Just when you thought the boxing world couldn't get any hotter, the drama exploded into full-blown chaos. Stephen A. Smith's verbal barrage became the gift that kept on giving. Clips of him tearing into Jake Paul circulated like wildfire across every social media platform. Fans, haters, and casual viewers couldn't scroll without seeing a new take, reaction, or meme dissecting every inflection, every hand gesture, and every eyebrow twitch. It was like watching the Oscars of verbal takedowns, only messier, louder, and infinitely more entertaining. Celebrity reactions poured in faster than a KO in the first round. Fellow athletes, influencers, and even late-night hosts joined the fray. Some agreed with Stephen A., nodding along to his savage critique, while others defended Jake Paul with absurd analogies comparing him to underdog heroes in movies, from Rocky to Spider-Man, swinging into the fight against impossible odds. A few jumped in purely for comedy, posting memes of Jake Paul ducking imaginary punches from Stephen A.'s words, like he was dodging laser beams in a sci-fi blockbuster. The internet couldn't get enough, and neither could the mainstream media. Reaction videos exploded across TikTok and YouTube. Fans recreated Stephen A.'s rant with over-the-top dramatizations, flailing arms, dramatic pauses, and exaggerated facial expressions. One viral recreation portrayed Jake Paul shadowboxing with words like reckless and overconfident flying at him like literal punches. Another video edited Stephen A. into a Marvel villain scolding a young superhero, implying Jake Paul was about to face consequences bigger than he imagined. Each clip fueled more discussion, more memes, and more viral chaos. The escalation wasn't just online. Insider reports suggested tension was building behind the scenes. Sources claim Jake Paul was aware of the criticism, but remained confident, brushing off Stephen A.'s words while preparing for the fight. Meanwhile, analysts dissected every angle, questioning strategy, fitness, and mentality, as if Jake Paul's entire career depended on surviving a verbal and physical gauntlet simultaneously. The speculation fueled engagement, and fans were eating it up like popcorn at a blockbuster premiere. Memes became a cultural phenomenon of their own. One viral edit depicted Stephen A. holding a championship belt labeled Voice of the Internet, while Jake Paul dodged shadow punches labeled Reality Check. Another meme compared Jake Paul's decision to fight Gervonta Davis to an influencer attempting to parachute into a professional UFC octagon, hilarious, disastrous, and impossible to ignore. Each meme added fuel to the controversy, generating laughter, debate, and obsessive discussion across platforms. Pop culture comparisons flooded in. Some likened the scenario to a Marvel showdown, others to a dramatic reality TV reunion where emotions and chaos collide spectacularly. Late-night hosts referenced the rant in monologues, turning the criticism into mainstream entertainment. Fans couldn't stop debating, posting, or reacting, each engagement amplifying the drama, making the story more viral, more outrageous, and far more addictive. As the conversation escalated, public outrage mixed with admiration. Some defended Jake Paul, applauding his audacity and courage, while others praised Stephen A.'s honesty and unfiltered critique. Social media became a war zone of hashtags, viral edits, and intense debate. Every post, every meme, every video added layers of tension, leaving fans scrambling to keep up with the constantly evolving narrative. The twists kept coming. Leaks suggested there were behind-the-scenes moments that intensified the story. Locker room interactions, training footage, and private conversations hinted at hidden drama yet to be revealed. Fans speculated endlessly. Did Jake Paul underestimate Gervonta Davis? Was Stephen A.'s critique a wake-up call or pure spectacle? Theories multiplied like wildfire, and every new piece of information sparked another round of viral content. Celebrity influencers fueled the chaos further. A few posted cryptic messages hinting at insider knowledge, while others exaggerated the situation for entertainment. Memes portraying Jake Paul in epic cinematic battles against Stephen A.'s words circulated relentlessly. TikTok creators produced mini-drama series, turning each reaction into episodic content with suspenseful cliffhangers, ridiculous reenactments, and over-the-top humor. The engagement was unstoppable, and the story had officially transcended standard sports coverage. Public obsession became a cultural phenomenon. Fans weren't merely observers, they were participants, creators, and commentators. Polls, reaction videos, and meme threads exploded across platforms. Every update, every new angle, every exaggerated comparison added fuel to the fire. Sheer unpredictability made the situation irresistible. Nobody knew how Jake Paul would respond, whether Stephen A's critiques would hit home, or what viral moments would emerge next. By now, the spectacle was a multi-platform frenzy. Stephen A's words had become memes, sound bites, and viral video compilations. Jake Paul's decision to fight Gervonta Davis was no longer just a sports story. It was entertainment, drama, and internet gold all rolled into one. The tension between critique and bravado, celebrity and fan reaction, online humor and public debate made it impossible to look away. The narrative had officially escalated to levels previously reserved for reality TV finales and Marvel climaxes. Every tweet, clip, and meme contributed to the viral momentum, keeping fans hooked, obsessed, and endlessly entertained. The story had grown beyond boxing, beyond commentary, and beyond any single platform. It was now a cultural moment, a spectacle of criticism, ego, and viral frenzy. And as the dust settled on the first wave of chaos, one truth remained crystal clear. Stephen A. Smith had set the internet ablaze. Jake Paul had stepped into the storm, and Gervonta Davis, well, he was the silent catalyst of this multi-platform drama, watching as the world dissected, exaggerated, and memified every word, every punch, and every reaction. The escalation wasn't just happening. It was unstoppable, outrageous, and absolutely unforgettable. By the time the smoke cleared, it was obvious. This wasn't just a fight or a critique, it was a full-blown cultural earthquake. Stephen A. Smith's words had shaken the internet harder than a viral TikTok scandal. Jake Paul's decision to face Gervonta Davis had taken on epic proportions, and every angle of the story was being dissected like it was the plot of the most dramatic Netflix series ever conceived. Fans were still arguing over who was right, who was wrong, and who had the bigger audacity, Stephen A., Jake Paul, or even Gervonta, lurking silently like a heavyweight phantom. Reputations were on the line. Jake Paul, once the scrappy YouTube fighter turned viral boxing sensation, suddenly faced the harsh glare of public scrutiny. Every interview he gave, every post he uploaded, and every meme created about him became part of the debate. Analysts pounced on his training, strategy, and past fights like detectives in a crime procedural, and social media amplified every claim. Stephen A's verbal takedown had evolved into a benchmark, a litmus test of credibility, courage, and internet savviness. Gervonta Davis, though largely silent, emerged as the unspoken powerhouse of the narrative. His presence added tension and drama, creating a perfect storm where every movement, every post, and every fight outcome could become headline news. Fans speculated endlessly. Was Davis underestimating the social media frenzy? Did he foresee the storm that Stephen A's words had unleashed? The speculation itself fueled memes, viral videos, and endless debate. Meanwhile, Stephen A's commentary solidified his status as the ultimate provocateur. He hadn't merely criticized, he had crafted a spectacle. Every frame of his rant was analyzed, every inflection dissected, and every outburst memified for maximum entertainment. Late-night hosts, YouTube creators, and TikTok influencers jumped on the frenzy, turning his words into multi-platform content that spread faster than a championship knockout highlight. The aftermath wasn't just public discussion, it was viral storytelling in real time. Public outrage and fascination merged into an unstoppable force. Fans debated strategy, ego, and accountability, often with a mix of humor and disbelief. TikTok creators reenacted Stephen A's rant in absurd ways, turning over-the-top gestures into viral skits. Twitter became a battlefield of hot takes, while Instagram Reels immortalized every dramatic moment. The story's momentum was so powerful that even casual viewers, previously indifferent to boxing, found themselves engrossed, sharing memes and picking sides like it was a live-action reality show. The media frenzy was relentless. Every news outlet, sports commentator, and influencer raced to cover the story, analyze the fallout, and speculate on the consequences. Headlines screamed accusations, warnings, and predictions. Some suggested Jake Paul had made a career-defining mistake, while others argued that Stephen A's words were an overreaction. Each new article added fuel to the fire, turning a verbal critique into a multi-layered narrative with global attention. The impact on relationships was notable as well. Inside the boxing community, opinions shifted. Trainers, promoters, and fellow fighters commented indirectly through social media, hinting at judgments about professionalism, strategy, and bravado. alliances shifted, and every interaction became part of the public spectacle. Even casual observers couldn't escape the tension, as fans and insiders debated loyalties, motives, and outcomes with unmatched intensity. The story also highlighted the power of social media as a cultural amplifier. Memes, reaction videos, and viral posts kept the momentum alive long after the initial rant. One meme depicted Jake Paul dodging literal words thrown at him, while another reimagined Stephen A. as a cinematic villain handing out verbal knockout blows. The exaggeration was relentless, the humor savage, and the engagement skyrocketing. Every new angle became another viral opportunity, ensuring that no one could look away. Cultural comparisons amplified the drama further. Fans likened the spectacle to Marvel showdowns, reality TV finales, and even political debates, all dramatized, exaggerated, and infused with humor. One viral post compared Jake Paul to a reality star trying to fight a professional champion, while Stephen A. was depicted as the all-knowing judge, referee, and commentator rolled into one. The absurdity made it addictive content, blending boxing, celebrity commentary, and internet culture into one seamless, chaotic spectacle. The aftermath also revealed deeper truths. Stephen A.'s critique forced the public to re-evaluate celebrity boxing itself, influencer culture, and the blurred lines between entertainment and sport. Jake Paul's rise was now framed not just by his athleticism, but by his ability to survive scrutiny, memes, and viral takedowns. Fans debated whether his ego would survive the storm, whether Gervonta Davis would validate the hype, and how long the viral momentum could last. Every new detail, every insider tip, and every meme ensured the narrative remained alive, unpredictable, and endlessly entertaining. By now, the situation had become a multi-platform phenomenon. Every tweet, every reaction video, every meme contributed to a story that was bigger than boxing itself. Social media users weren't just spectators. They were participants, co-creators, and amplifiers of the chaos. Every engagement added fuel to a fire that seemed unstoppable, turning a single verbal critique into a viral, ongoing saga with no clear endpoint. Even the casual viewer could feel the tension. Was Jake Paul underestimated? Would Stephen A.'s words become reality? Could Gervonta Davis silence the hype? Or would the narrative continue to spiral online? Fans, analysts, and creators speculated endlessly, producing content, commentary, and memes that amplified every nuance. The cultural footprint of the rant had grown exponentially, proving that one explosive segment could reshape public perception, fuel debate, and dominate internet attention for weeks. And yet, the suspense remained. Stephen A.'s verbal knockout had set the stage, but the fight, literal and metaphorical, was far from over. Every public appearance, social media post, and future bout carried the weight of expectation, drama, and viral potential. The aftermath had consequences. Reputations hung in the balance, public perception shifted daily, and fans were glued to every development like reality TV addicts during a cliffhanger finale. The takeaway: Stephen A. Smith hadn't just criticized Jake Paul, he had crafted a cultural moment. The aftermath was dramatic, hilarious, and relentless. A case study in viral controversy, celebrity scrutiny, and public obsession. Memes, commentary, and social media debates ensured that nobody would forget this spectacle anytime soon. And for Jake Paul, Gervonta Davis, and the boxing world, the stakes were higher than ever. The fight wasn't just in the ring, it was online, in the memes, and in the hearts of an audience that craves drama at every turn. In the end, one thing was crystal clear. The aftermath was just as explosive as the critique itself. Stephen A.'s words had left a mark. Jake Paul's decisions were under the microscope, and Gervonta Davis remained the silent storm brewing in the background. Fans, celebrities, and media alike were caught in a whirlwind of memes, reaction videos, and endless speculation. And as always, the internet was hungry for more. The story had consequences, it had drama, and it had suspense. And the next chapter, well, that was anyone's guess. All right, folks, if you thought that verbal bombshell was wild, buckle up, because the chaos isn't over. Smash that like button like it owes you your life savings, because every click fuels the fire, and trust me, you do not want to miss the next epic twist. Hit subscribe while you're at it, because at the Pooch Press, we don't just cover fights, we serve drama, controversy, and chaos, hotter than a championship knockout. Drop your hottest takes in the comments. Did Jake Paul survive Stephen A's merciless critique? Or did he get absolutely roasted? Who do you side with? The savage commentator or the daring YouTube fighter? Share your memes, reactions, and conspiracy theories. We want them all. Every post, every emoji, every reaction keeps the storm raging. Because here, fans aren't just observers, they're co-creators of the chaos. Remember, scandals like this don't wait politely. Social media exploded, memes went viral, and the drama spreads faster than a wildfire in a drought. The Poosh Press is your front row seat to every punchy comment, every viral meme, and every explosive revelation. Blink and you'll miss the next viral moment. So stay tuned, stay engaged, and stay scandalized. So go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, share with everyone who loves chaos, controversy, and the most outrageous celebrity callouts. And when the next bomb drops, remember, the Poosh Press will be here, serving drama with more intensity than a heavyweight championship, and the internet won't know what hit it. Drama waits for no one, but at the Poosh Press, we make it unforgettable. Make it unforgettable.